Hey, I'm here with Matt and Kyle on the SBG podcast. Although you can only hear my voice, I'm Michael, the owner of SBG, New Braunfels Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu School. If you're looking for jiu-jitsu or kickboxing, kids or adults, come check us out. But today I'm talking about Willow Haus, chiropractic care, and I'm just going to turn things over to Matt and Kyle, and they're going to tell us all about Willow Haus and what care looks like here and why we should get in on this.
All right, yeah. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Matt, and this is Kyle. Most of you know him. We opened up Willow Haus a few years ago, back in the start of 2022. We're a nervous system based chiropractors, which is kind of different. Most people know chiropractors as neck and back pain only. What we look for here is the function and the optimization of the nervous system, which is why we use a 3-part technology scan. We're using things like HRV to look at recoverability and adaptability. We're looking at thermography and EMG to see how efficient the body is using energy in those resources. Because we know as chiropractors that everyone's optimal is different. So Michael's is different than mine, than Kyle's. But we want each person to kind of be functioning at that optimal function. So we scan everyone who comes through the door. We see kids, we see athletes, youth athletes, pregnancy, all across the board, because everybody's got a nervous system. So after that, then we do adjustments that may or may not be familiar to other people who've had chiropractic in the past. So, and I guss we'll show you today what that looks like.
Yeah, we're going to have a little adjustment session for Kyle here, so
Sweet.
hopefully we'll get some of the popping sounds on. That'd be fun.
We're going to mic him up now. So we'll kind of just show you what a general adjustments look like. Kyle's been with us now almost 2 years, right?
I was patient 0.
Yeah, he was first patient, and now like you tell people, we just couldn't get rid of you.
Yeah, they couldn't get rid of me, so they just put me on the payroll.
So, so some things that I'm just always keeping in mind about all right, we have scans on Kyle. We probably need to get some more current ones going, but also being an SBG athlete, doing jiu-jitsu, I'm just kind of thinking of common postural distortions, common imbalances, common asymmetries that can arise in sports. Sports are great, but they also can create little compensations in our body. So we kind of take you through some little tests and just kind of see where Kyle's holding some of his compensations. I've been working with Kyle for long enough now that I kind of know where to go for him. All right, Kyle, I want you to lay with that hip up facing the camera. So normally we would have some of the scans up on our iPad so that we can kind of reference where his nervous system's kind of holding tension and holding stress. We don't want stress to stay stuck in the nervous system, whether that's a physical stress, an emotional stress, chemical stressors. We want our nervous system to be able to manage that stress and get rid of it. Good. There we go. All right, let's go on your back. And that's what we're looking for on those scans. We're looking at what type, whether it's physical or some type of trauma in the past. How is our nervous system coordinating around that? Our nervous system's at the peak of everything. It controls all the other systems. So that's why we focus on it so much here. We know how important its job is. Another thing that we do is we look at C1, very important area here. This is where the vagus nerve is. And so we just take a temperature, and I'm less concerned about what his total temperature is. I'm not taking his temperature for a fever. I'm taking it to see if his nervous system is basically regulating temperature on one side of his body similarly to the other side. That way his nervous system, we know if those temperatures are pretty close, his nervous system is doing a good job regulating those things. If not, that big temperature difference shows us, hey, we need to make an adjustment through there. And that's the one that everybody on YouTube and Instagram is always looking at.
Because it feels great. Like, it feels so good. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like kids don't try that at home kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Right here. All right. So breath in. All right. Good. I feel like a
new man already.
it levitates. So that's an example of some of the styles of adjustments. We don't always adjust everyone like that. It just kind of depends on the individual.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been coming here for how long now? Has it been like 3 years almost?
It's like
2 years at least.
2.5 years.
2.5 years, yeah. And yeah, every adjustment's a little different. I like that you're always checking, trying to figure out what's off. And I mean, with jiu-jitsu, like any sport, I think we do it in a really safe way. And you've adjusted a lot of SBG members over the years. And like, I think I would be willing to like Pepsi challenge my students versus other people in jiu-jitsu. Like, they're not coming in like, yeah, my ACL is torn, my MCL is torn, but at the same time, like any amount of physical activity as an adult, you're going to get boo-boos and like kind of misalignment and stuff like that. And I always like, I keep doing it just because I like having everything kind of straightened back out and fixed as much as possible because I want to do jiu-jitsu till I'm 70. So like, yeah.
That's what we notice about your students versus other jiu-jitsu places, that they are coming in very much like the other students are coming in very injured or like having a certain thing that they're like, I need this addressed. Whereas your students at SBG are more like, hey, I just want to be performing at the top of my game, or have a competition. They're even bringing their kids in.
Sure.
For the kids competition. So we see a couple of the kids from your program, and so that says something, I think, about SBG for sure.
Oh, thanks, yeah. But I know a lot of people in my gym already like your care. I hope some other people can find it through this. Anything else you'd like to add about Willow Haus or anything like, or?
We have Kyle here, who's a power athlete certified coach, and he's been working with people. We have kind of a movement room in the back, and beyond that, he's I'll let you speak to it, but he's been really able to help people kind of just give them a customized, really attention focused, say, routine or a couple things here and there that really seem to help them out. So I'm gonna let you talk on that.
Well, first off, thank both of you. Because I've been coming to both of your businesses since you both opened, so I feel like I'm an OG at both. But
for sure,
I couldn't do one without the other. But as far as the strength and conditioning goes, I am mainly gearing my programming more towards mobility and strength. I just feel like mobility is something that never gets addressed, and I feel like CrossFit has kind of taken over the market on being fit or having, getting into fitness, and everybody, including myself, has been injured doing that. So, I did it for a long time, and there's a better way. And I'm turning 40 next month, and so I want to be fit and doing jiu-jitsu till I'm 70. And what I'm doing, I think, is really honing skills for that, and helping people just stay moving and get moving. Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just trying to get people moving the way they should.
If I were someone who I obviously know how to get into Willow Haus, but someone watching this, they don't know what to do to like get started. Talk me through the process. Should I be calling you? Instagram message? What should we be doing?
You can get a hold of us through our website. We have like a little landing page. You can just contact us. Instagram, you can get a hold of us. Just a message there. And then if you look us up on Google Maps or something, our phone number will come up. You can call or text that number, and our front desk will get you all squared away on that.
Okay.
And
or catch me at the gym.
Sure. It's kind of funny because we've got the the trilogy on display here, because we're in Willow House. We got Pure Pastures on display. We've got SBG Texas there, so you kind of gotta get all inside the group, right? So, all right, guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for letting me film this, and I'll post this, and yeah,
Cool.
have a good one, guys.
Take care.